Evaluation question number 4. How did you use the media technologies in the construction and the research, planning and evaluation stages? Final Cut Express. Final Cut allowed my group and I to edit all of our footage together and produce the music video. Specific features of the program such as color correction, flashbacks and other effects made the video look more professional. It also adheres to certain codes and conventions of a music video. The next software we used was Apple iMovie. We mainly used iMovie for the planning and research phase of the production. This is because it was simple and easy to navigate around and helped beginner editors such as myself and other members of my group grasp the concept of editing a video together. YouTube allowed us to view alternate music videos, especially that of other A2 students, so we could see how they went about producing and giving out a music video. It was helpful for our planning and construction for our own music video. We're also able to view various Yumi at 6 videos to give us an idea of how they went about producing their music videos, i.e. like the making of their video, MTV's making the video. So YouTube generally gave us a massive help, and Web 2.0 and all that comes into it. PowerPoint allowed me to create slideshows that can be made into movies, of course. This would allow us to share our planning and research to a wider audience through the internet. Keynote is it's basically a more creative version of PowerPoint, I guess. It has more creative capabilities such as transitions and the ways to share the media text. You can also record directly from Keynote, so you don't have to worry about converting it to a movie or whatever. Generally, Keynote is an easier thing to use. However, it is on the Macs, so it means we have to be at our workplace to use Keynote. We also used Adobe Photoshop, the CS4 version. Photoshop allowed us to edit our pictures to give them a more surreal effect and to give them a more professional look. The program also allowed us to add effects to our image, which we would not have known about before. So Photoshop allowed us to produce professional looking pictures for our digipack, our website and our poster, etc. Social networking sites such as Facebook allowed us to gather feedback from our audience. We made a Facebook and a Twitter fan page as well, just to get the audience and a wider range of audience connected to our videos. Social network sites such as Twitter and Facebook were also a good outlet to advertise our media product, or a media product in any sense. It's just to reach a wider audience through the social network medium. Picnic.com was a free online photo editor that we could edit all our photos and images that we had taken. We mainly used this to edit the photos for the digipack, the website, the CD cover, the posters, etc. Again, I say it's a free service, and it allowed my group to use it from home as well as school, because not all of us had the pleasure of having a Mac. SlideShare and Prezi was another technology or a creative way that we learnt about. It's basically a way that you can record or produce a PowerPoint online interactively and share it to a larger audience, as opposed to creating a PowerPoint on the Mac and then having to make it into a movie and then share it. With SlideShare and Prezi, you can just automatically, or with Prezi as well, you can just make it on the internet and share it straight away to an audience. Wix was you could create a website. So this was specifically quite helpful to us, as we needed to make a website to brand ourselves and our fans. We felt that producing a website along with a digipack would help the overall awareness and gain a larger audience through the website. Now moving on to the hardware side. Obviously, I've mentioned we had the pleasure of using the iMacs. Without the iMac, really, the planning, research, construction would not be possible, in a sense. Programs such as Final Cut, Photoshop, and iPhoto can be installed with ease, even for beginners, I guess. Other features such as Photo Booth allowed us to record feedback from our audience. So generally, the iMacs, they're brilliant. You could do anything you wanted to do with a music video or any other media concept, really. They are fantastic. We also used a Sony HRV HD1000E. This was the main camera we used for the majority of the filming. The camera gave us the option to record and render footage in 1080p HD, which is perfect for a music video. The camera was also simple to use with the clear layout and the instructions. We also felt the need to have extra lighting and lighting gels for our pictures, for like the digipack, the CD cover, like I've been mentioning. The Esprit Gemini GM500 is a lighting tool we used when taking our images. The light itself gave us a bright reflection, allowing us to define the pictures and make the shot look well cut and professional. Although we used the Sony camera for the majority of the filming, we did use other cameras such as the Canon 600D. This was mainly for like obscure shots that we could not shoot with the Sony HRV, because the Sony one was a large camera, and these Canon ones are quite small, so we could put them in obscure places and move around with them. Also, the Canon 600D was a HD camera, so it would not really ruin any quality on the video. Similar to the Canon camera, we had a Pentax KX. For the Pentax camera, if in our video we have a high angle shot looking down at the band to give a full bird's eye view almost effect to the band shot. This was possible because of the Pentax small size, and we could place it on the ceiling to give it that effect. It's a great viewpoint shot.